What's good, everybody on YouTube? This is your boy Akil McLeod, and I'm a full-time eBay and Poshmark seller. And in today's video, I want to go over 5 things that happen on Poshmark that really just annoys me, because it's very specific to Poshmark, and I've been a full-time reseller for the past 2 years, and these instances only happen to me on Poshmark. So I definitely just wanted to share some of these tips, especially if you are a new Poshmark seller and you just want to get a heads up and know what to expect when selling on that platform. So if you guys are interested in these kind of videos, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, y'all, so the first question that I get on Poshmark that is super annoying to me, and like I said, I've never gotten this question on eBay, so this is super specific to Poshmark. But that question is, can you model it? Now, I've seen other people on Poshmark, they basically model everything that they have, whether it fits them or not. And for me, that's super unprofessional and it just looks tacky. So I'm never going to be the one to model something, especially if it's not my size or it's not my personal item. So for me, I'm just completely against that. But for the most part, I do understand that if somebody's, purchasing something online and they want to get more details about how it fits or something like that, the best thing that I can do is to just provide the measurements. Outside of that, I really can't help somebody if they're asking me to model it. And the funny thing is, the first time I actually got this question, it was for a woman's piece. I believe it was like a woman's hoodie or something. And obviously, I'm not gonna model a woman's hoodie on Poshmark. I also think, some people, they don't really know who they're buying from. They don't necessarily know who the seller is, and they're not gonna scroll down to the very bottom to see the profile picture. So I do understand it for the most part. But like I said, it's super annoying, and thankfully I don't get this question often, but whenever I do, sometimes I either just tell the person it's not my size, because I know eventually the right buyer will come along. The next super annoying question that I get on Poshmark is, can you hold it for me? Now, I don't understand where this trend came from, but I'm a businessman. I'm trying to sell items and I'm trying to, get rid of them as quickly as possible. So for me, holding an item for somebody just doesn't make sense for me. Now, honestly, in the past, I've actually held an item for somebody and it worked out perfectly fine, but I didn't intentionally hold that item for them. Only thing is that, I didn't get any other offers, and by the time they were able to make the purchase, the item was still available. So, do I suggest you guys to go ahead and hold pieces for people? Probably not. But like I said, if you have no other offers and the item is still available, go ahead and do that, and it might just bring you some good karma in the future. As I'm editing this video, I literally forgot another annoying thing that happens fairly often to me. Now, that's when somebody asks me, is the item still available? I understand sometimes, you might be scrolling through Poshmark or watching for a specific item on Poshmark, and the last time it was shared, it was like 6 months ago. But for me, I'm so active on Poshmark, I'm sharing my closet 3 times a day. So anytime somebody asks me, is the item still available, and I literally just shared that item like 4 hours ago, I'm like, yo, bruh,
congratulations, you played yourself.
So I don't know if there's any way to kind of like counteract that. Literally just, answer the question, tell them that it's still available, and hopefully they still make the sale. So let's get right back into the video. The next thing that's super annoying on Poshmark, and it also relates to eBay as well. So I'm pretty sure anybody that sells on eBay will definitely know what I'm talking about. But on Poshmark, if you don't update your information, like your payment information, or you don't submit your credit card information, basically somebody can send you an offer on the item and you can accept that item, but the purchase won't actually go through if their payment information isn't updated. And to me, this is just like on eBay when somebody wins an auction but doesn't pay. It's the same situation where the item is technically sold, but it's still available. And this happens to me at least a couple times a month, and fortunately, usually if the person really wants that item, they will update their information and make that purchase. However, sometimes I've gotten offers from somebody and I went ahead and accepted it, and they just never updated their payment information, and I ended up having to sell the item to somebody else. But thankfully, the difference is on Poshmark, if the item isn't paid for right away, it's still available, it's still active, and you don't have to worry about relisting or anything like that. So that's a good thing that I do like about Poshmark. But overall, when somebody sends me an offer and I accept it and I don't get the money for it, at the end of the day, that's just it's just really just a waste of time, and it's just bad for business. So if this has happened to you guys in the past, drop a comment, let me know, and we keep that conversation going. And last but certainly not least, the number one thing that I hate about Poshmark, and no, I'm not going to talk about lowball offers because that's obvious. We all know we hate lowball offers. But for me, it's when somebody likes your item, then you go ahead and you try to send them an offer to you basically send an offer to everybody that liked it, and you might even take off $5 or $10 and drop and give them a shipping discount as well, and then they just go ahead and decline it. Now for me, I don't like items that I'm not necessarily interested in purchasing, or something that I'm not really like. Sometimes I might like the item with the intention of hoping that that seller sends me a discount so that I can get it for a better price, but I just don't understand when somebody would like the item and then decline your offer to them. For me, it's just a waste of time. If that's the case, don't like the item, stay out of my closet and do that with somebody else. But I do understand that, you know, Poshmark is definitely more of like a social media platform, and people, for them, that's just engaging. That's just them liking, dropping a like it's Instagram or it's like Facebook. So I get it. But like I said, that is super annoying to me anytime I send an offer to like a feature and it just gets declined like almost immediately, or just gets completely ignored. I don't understand what that's about. But I do think it's super common, and I don't really think there's a way to kind of avoid that from happening. But I do think you guys should still try and use that offers to likers feature, because it does work, and I have converted several sales just using that feature, especially when I have a ton of likes on a particular item. So I'm not gonna, you know, cross it out completely, but there are some ups and downs and some pros and cons to using that feature. Alright y'all, that's all I got for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed that one, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos. And if there's anything about Poshmark that is super annoying to you, drop it in the comment section and we'll keep that conversation going. And hopefully somebody from Poshmark sees this video and they can just adjust some of those things, because I'm not trying to bash Poshmark. I'm just trying to let it be known that there are some things that, you know, us sellers, we really just don't appreciate and we can do without. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.